wrote, is frightened of the pyramids. Eminent European mathematicians and astronomers searched for links between the Great Pyramid and the universal order. Such theories were often based on the internal chambers of the Great Pyramid, whose corridors and chambers were made with deadly accuracy. There were 3 burial chambers. The first was cut into the rock under the centre of the pyramid in the traditional way. Later on, a second corridor was cut and a second burial chamber built at its end. But this too was never finished, and once again another corridor, the huge, unique Grand Gallery, a wonder in itself, was extended into the high heart of the pyramid, and a third burial chamber set at its ending. To many Westerners of the past 100 years or so, such fearful symmetries betrayed the hand of God, just as did the Holy Bible. If this was so, the measurements of these ancient stones held the history of the future in them, just as did the book of Revelations. Counting out the years from the Bible story of creation, they measured out the corridors, through the ages of Adam and the patriarchs, through the prophets and the kings, the life of Jesus, and up to the doorway of the highest burial chamber, which, they claimed, marked the year 1914, the same year that, according to these Westerners of the 1920s, had seen the beginning of the greatest calamity the world had ever known. Suddenly then, the future lay in here, in King Cheop's great burial chamber. Can you imagine then, these modern mystics, the secrets of history, the future and their ruler? They slowly approach the ending of the world. 1928. Clearly crazy, it doesn't work. But in some strange way, these people had hit on something of the ancient mentality, something of that grasping for eternity. These air shafts go straight up to major stars, right to the outside of the pyramid. This building is locked into heaven. The floor, if you extend it out from here, 180 feet, the pyramid above is exactly half the size of the Great Pyramid in its entirety. There's a magical geometry going on here. These walls are so accurately constructed north, south, east and west that they're hundredths of a degree out. This sarcophagus, before the tourists got at it, was so perfect that only the most modern measuring instruments can find out discrepancies in its size. So the ancients too were interested in a sort of eternal perfection. The king had been placed in the heart of Egypt, in the heart of heaven. The Nile, after all, flows from south to north. The sun crosses it from east to west. They were grasping for eternity and made this room as hard as a diamond and as perfect as they could, so the king and Egypt would last for all eternity.